Hello and welcome to Metal in the Mountains edition of Canberra Metalheads. You're here with the host, you know me, Marky Worthington, and here with two of the fellas from the lineup. Everybody introduce yourself, boys.
I'm Jackson, play bass in Choof.
Yep.
I'm Jack, I play the tubs.
The tubs.
The tubs.
He's on the Skin Blast.
The fucking Skin Destroyer.
Yeah, that's it. That's his.
The foreskin destroyer.
I got none.
Yeah.
It's been destroyed.
Yeah, just proving his point. But yeah, good to have you in the show, fellas. I got asked to MC, well, not to MC, but to like do some comedy sets on this show. And I also run Canberra Metalheads. I'm like, I fucking may as well do a few interviews while we're here. Yeah, so man, how are you finding the gig? Like, it was meant to be outdoors. Obviously, they had to bring it indoors because of all the crazy rain that we've had. Yeah. But how'd you find the crowd and the venue and shit, man?
It's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, I was spewing yesterday when they said it's not going to be outside anymore.
Yeah.
But then come and check the fucking venue and the size of the stage and shit. It's like, nah, this will do. That's all right.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Set it all up. Looks great.
Yeah, like, I think sometimes you got to call it because you're like, I don't want to risk doing it outdoors and have a fucking shit night.
Yeah,
totally. Then cancel the whole thing.
Yeah. You see videos of whacking where people are like in up to their knees in mud because they just have no indoor options.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah, people like fully bring. Did you guys see the Parkway Drive doco where they played whacking?
No.
Oh, so it was like piss and rain, and my buddy said he was actually there, and they were selling like gum boots and shit, just some ponchos, just to like get.
Shit.
Yeah. So there you go. Fucking any bands out there listening, merch ideas. If you ever get to the whacking level, merch, ponchos, gum boots as merch. What about you guys, man? Merch lines. What sort of merch do you like? I noticed some people are changing it up these days. Like King Parrot put out a flanny to like be a bit different.
Yeah, with the back print and stuff.
That's it. Yeah. What do you guys like as merch? What's your favourite merch item?
The grinders we got, man.
Yeah.
So we got Choof grinders.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So they're pretty much the best. Every cunt got t-shirts and shit.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different. Pretty cheap, only $5. Come and grab them.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
I think they're the best ones, yeah. Just like the little sort of like quick buys.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to like buy a t-shirt and carry it around with you all night. Just like, grinder, chuck in the pocket.
Coins out your pocket.
You know, tape or something.
Yeah.
Did a few tapes a while ago.
Hey, bro.
How we doing, guys?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, brother, good.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Yeah.
Fucking stomach hurts after the hot sauce, Cop.
Oh, fuck. Do you want to jump in on this, man?
What are you doing?
Interview?
I'll say hello.
Hello, yeah, okay.
Sure.
Jump on camera and say good day.
Hello. Yes, I did.
How?
Yeah.
So what was it? What happened?
It wasn't like, it was a hot sauce. It wasn't like melt your face off and you can...
Oh, was it a joke?
Yeah, right.
It was hot, but there was actually a pretty large amount of it. It was relatively thick.
Yeah.
You just had to scull like in a cup about yay big. You had to scull about yay much.
It was like a red party cup, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, true, that's not bad.
It was like a shot. It was like a shot's worth of hot sauce, but it was lingering. It was like a creep up kind of heat.
Yeah.
So I need
They just know how it creeps up a couple hours later.
So that's why I'm coming back for the pod menthols. I figure something sort of soothes us up a little bit.
Yeah,
Dude, do you know the fucking maximum dosage on butter menthols? Because you know how many people just like have them because they taste good.
Yeah.
I actually checked. There's actually a limit. Do you know what that limit is?
Really?
43 in 24 hours.
I reckon I rocked that in primary school 100%.
Dude,
100% I was just fucking
But do you remember in primary school if...
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, like, what, do you just shit yourself?
Too much honey. Too much honey.
Yeah. You won't know if it's the butter menthols or the hot sauce now.
Chili sauce will do that just fine.
Yeah, so for anyone that's wondering what's going on, fucking just before this, I emceed a chili eating competition and fucking all the, like, people that just played came out and fucking did it because I fuck it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And the winning prize was first prize was a fucking Frenzel Rom goon sack, like one of their official goon bags. Yeah. So that's pretty fucking cool, man.
The runner-up was more chili.
Yep.
More chili. Yeah, thanks.
Cheers, brothers.
Cheers, brother.
There we go. Back on track. But yeah, the fucking so talking about weird merch, a fucking goon sack, dude.
Yeah. That's sick, man. That's cornering your market. Friends will rob you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so dude, both original members or
Yeah.
Have you got any newer members or it's all original lineup?
Since we got the band going, it's been the same.
Yeah, good stuff.
So it was me and Adam, the guitarist.
Yeah.
Kind of got things going. I don't know, like Adam had the name Choof.
Yeah.
Like, I want to start a band.
Surprised it wasn't taken, man. Like, it's a pretty cool. It's one of those things I'd like Google it and be like, really? It's not taken.
And then we made an ABN and checked Choof, and we were like, fingers crossed. And fucking
patented and shit.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
So
Some weed store just gives you monies for merch.
Yeah. License it.
We're just waiting for someone.
Every time some bogan cunt smoking bongs, you gotta let us know, man. Takes a couple of buckets. Choof it on.
Yeah, someone says choof it and they're just you know that's registered, right? You have to buy a grinder if you want to say that. No, so what were you saying, man?
So started that with Adam, and then we were just like jamming through fucking COVID lockdowns.
Yeah.
Just at the factory, and we were like, we need a bassist. This cunt, got him in, need a singer. Got Jake. Yeah. Just all got it.
Put it all together.
We're all fucking stoners, all sick cunts. And just like to talk shit and jam and travel the country and
Yeah, fuck yeah. Good stuff. So you got another gig tomorrow. Like this will go out after that.
Yeah.
But where's your gig tomorrow with 12 gauge?
We're back home in Melbourne at the Bendigo Hotel. With 12 gauge, Carnal Viscera, Gossica, Maggot Bath. Yeah, pretty sick fucking lineup.
Yeah, cool. So you're Melbourne boys, yeah?
Yeah. We played Canberra last night. Drove up, played Canberra with Black Reno, Flaming Wreckage.
Yeah, cool.
And sort of come here on the way home and then hit tomorrow.
That Black Reno gig got a lot of good exposure. It's good when you see promoters paying to sponsor their fucking promotions and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was in Melbourne last night, but I'm from Canberra, obviously, Canberra Metalheads, but that was funny because all these Melbourne bands were in Canberra while I was in Melbourne. And then I think tonight there was a gig on there was a King Parrot gig on for that. Match. And I was just like, fuck, I'm going everywhere where the gigs that I would have been at. But at least I'm here, you know. You can't beat every gig, so. I'm glad I'm here, man. It's good to see good metal in somewhere that isn't just one of the capital cities.
Straight up.
100%, man. It's even cool seeing some youngins out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kids still like metal.
There's both ends of the scale, man. There's white beards and no beards. There's Alice Cooper's crowd mixed with everyone else's crowd. I went to Alice Cooper a few years ago, dude, and some families were there 3 generations.
Oh, true.
There was granddad, dad, and son.
That's pretty sick.
All in
Was that the one at?
That was at Canberra. That was the one with Ace Frehley as well. He supported it.
True. Yeah.
It was 2018 or whatever. I tell you what's crazy in Canberra. The same venue that they did the fucking Alice Cooper concert at, which was packed out with metal Alice Cooper people, right? Was also where they did the vaccination clinic.
Oh, true.
During COVID. So I was getting me fucking shot and shit, and I'm like, fuck, I seen Alice Cooper here. This is fucking.
That's unreal.
This is weird, dude. It's so cool, man. Because at the end of his set, kind of getting off metal a bit, because Alice Cooper's old school metal. His merch has spider webs on it and shit, actual designs, spider webs. I remember when that used to be edgy. Oh fuck, you know. It's when his merch looks like a prison tat. Fucking look out! Fucking brings out his whip and shit on stage. Fucking. He's still dude. 69 at the time. The magic number, and he fucking was still putting it out, dude. And I I didn't know this about him, but apparently he fucking also is hell good at golf. Like if he wasn't a musician, if he wasn't a musician, he said he probably would have been a pro golfer. I'm like, fucking hell. Imagine Tiger Woods and Alice Cooper, dude. Like just fucking him just comes out like a black hearse pulls up and Alice Cooper comes out with the clubs and shit.
Got the pain shit.
It's so fucking funny, dude. But yeah, so he ended his set and he played he did he kind of started Schools Out but then moved into like a Black Sabbath cover.
Oh, true.
It was so weird. He like transitioned to a Sabbath song at the end, and then he threw out like fucking massive balloons filled with graffiti just into the crowd and people were just popping them. And it was fucking, dude, it was like just going off. Like there's confetti everywhere, fucking like old guys are just chucking their dentures at cunts. It was wild.
Man, a Cooper show, it's like, it's not just a gig, it's like a full show performance.
Straight up.
My brother was there, my brother Lukey, and he was stuck behind this like, you know how there's always that 6'8" cunt in front of the person that like can't see? My brother's like my height and we're just sitting there like this giant fucking dude in front of us. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Now you think the mountain could have got a seat up the back or something? Fucking hell, we've got fucking Game of Thrones cunt here. But fuck man, we'll get back on track real quick before we wrap it up. Is there anything, any releases or anything you want to plug towards the end here? Albums, anything like that you want people to jump on?
10-inch EP we just sent for pressing.
Yep.
Coming out next April through Dead Set Records.
Yep.
Keen as fuck.
Dead Set, is that linked to King Parrot?
That's Matt Young.
It's Matt Young's label.
Yeah, cool, because I just did an interview, and this will come out either just before or just after this interview. So it'll either just have come out or it's about to come out. I did an interview with Slats from King Parrot while I was in Melbourne, so that'll be out soon too. So good to go full circle, man. And I own all King Parrot's albums on vinyl as well.
Oh, true,
So and good. They do, but the thing is, it's good to have a company that do a good vinyl because you've heard it before.
100%.
You get to test the product. You know?
If we were going to press it ourselves, I would have just literally Googled cheapest pressing equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many horror stories of people getting their vinyls back and it sounds like dog shit as well.
Side A's on side B and shit. Fucking
especially on vinyl because it's not a fucking cheap thing to press.
Nah, 100%.
That's it. Even like waiting time just to getting a test press.
Yeah.
Dude. To get that, and then you'll listen to it. And
Plus, there's the backlog. Apparently, since Adele put out her album on vinyl, it basically used up a lot of the resources.
I've heard that.
Can you believe how many how many million fucking albums she did on vinyl? But I just wanted, when she lost weight, I wanted to hear her voice change. Like, imagine if when she went to thin, she had a full Cockney accent. Like, just picture her going out and be like, she's thin and she doesn't sing the same. I'm picturing her going out and be like, hello from the other side. Yeah, sorry cunts, I can't sing properly now.
She looks completely different these days. She's got the big lips there.
It's just like, Jesus Christ, before you know it, Pete Davison will be fucking her.
I hope so.
Yeah, dude, that'll be fucking good. Yeah, it'd be like the third hottest chick he's fucked. But anyway, thanks for, I know we fucking got off topic and shit, but that's what we do here. We just have a shit talk with bands. But thanks for being on the show, man. We're gonna churn out a couple more throughout the night. So fucking, you're the first cap off the rank, and stick around for some put some live shit between the interviews, and then move into the next one. So fucking let's get into it. Cheers for sticking around. to Canberra Metalheads. You got Marky Malpas here with the guys from Artifact. How you doing? Left to right, we got...
Living the dream. I'm Michael. I'm the vocalist of Artifact.
Yep.
I'm Hayden. I'm the lead guitar player in Artifact.
Nice. Yeah, we're at Metal in the Mountains here in Beechworth. I just did a comedy set to like a bunch of metalheads, and there was a bunch out the front that were smoking and didn't give a fuck about comedy. But one thing they did give a fuck about is actual metal, and you guys brought it tonight, man. I got here as you guys started. I was a bit late to the gig, and you guys weren't meant to originally be on this lineup, right?
No, we got it was kind of like an urgent call on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We kind of like, let's see if we can get away with doing this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess it just kind of fell into place.
Was there any like gigs around here that you're already doing, or did you make the trip just for this?
Well, we're going to Cult Fest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alpha Wolf.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to watch that, and it was on the way to Melbourne, so we figured why not.
Yeah, nice. I was just in Melbourne this week, and my tattoo artist said that he was going to be at Cult Fest. So I'm glad that it's gone full circle, man. Like this sort of community is pretty tight. Like everybody recognises each other. Eventually, you run into each other. But where are you actually from? Where's the origin of the band? What town are you from?
From Wagga Wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, the Comedy Central fucking of New South Wales.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
I've done a gig in Wagga before at the Q. Yeah, I went upstairs in the Q. I went and did comedy there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was telling jokes about Terminator 1 to a bunch of like Wagga people.
Yeah.
A bunch of fucking Gen Z idiots.
No, I had to so it was like an older crowd than usually would be at Q. And I'm just sitting there, I had to talk about free-to-air TV just to be relatable to this crowd. Like, I'm talking about Netflix and shit, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, fucking Channel 10. And they're like, yeah, we know that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, what's it like coming from Wagga and then coming and doing like gigs like Melbourne and country Victoria?
Fantastic. Like, it's amazing. Really, there's not really, I don't know, it's a ride, it's a roller coaster. There's always a lot of stress before a show, but then it kind of falls into place, and once we're up there,
it all makes sense,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And how long have you been gigging for?
Not that long, really.
Yeah.
So probably, I think our first show was last year in December. It was at Dime Day at Wagga.
Oh yeah.
And Hayden's only pretty much just joined the band. That was his first gig.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this is my first gig ever. It's just with the band, just ever.
Yeah. You're fucking jamming out at home, and then you're like, I can do this on the stage.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You always have that one mate that's good at Guitar Hero, but not actually guitar. Like there's always that guy, man. I had a buddy that used to be able to play guitar like behind his head and shit.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh dude, let's do a band. Like, do you reckon you'd be good at it? And then you're like, no. But you guys are pretty technical. Is there any do you have any technical influences that you like tech death shit that you like?
Meshuggah. Probably one of the biggest ones. Monuments as well. They're kind of like a gent metalcore band, and then weirdly enough, Lindsay Sterling. She inspired a lot of the melodic stuff, like the piano and the orchestra stuff that Andrew does.
We have a bit of a mix, don't you? It's good, different vocal styles and different instruments and shit.
Yep. We try to change up a fair bit, pretty much. See whatever we can do.
This next EP that we're writing at the moment, it's going to be just different taste from every member of the band. We're also going to bring what we have to the table. And sort of write our own songs separately, and then that's going to be the EP. It's going to be different. Every song's going to be different.
Yeah, cool. And have you ever played any other instruments or anything? Like, you're vocalist, but what about yourself? You do other stuff, and yourself as well, but other instruments?
I was actually a guitarist. Being a vocalist was kind of an accident. space open, just trying to make some shit up, I guess. And then, yeah, I don't know. We've had vocalists leave and join, and then we kind of just, I don't know, had no one for a bit. And I was like, oh, I'll give it a crack, I guess.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know, after a bit of practice, sort of got my shit together, and here I am.
Fucking hell, dude! Like, watching you guys play, I was like, man, like, do you know Archspire?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Love Archspire.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's Wagga's Archspire, dude.
Come on.
Interviewed the guitarist and bass guitarist from Archspire in one of our early episodes of the show.
Is that Tobias or Dean?
No, I don't know who the lineup was at the time. I can't remember. It was like early.
Oh,
it was one of our first big scores.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in the archives. I think it's like this will be in the 80s. This episode, and that was like episode 19. Like it was really early on. But yeah, it was just crazy to like. It's good to see good metal that isn't from overseas. So I appreciate you boys dropping in and doing the set.
Thank you.
And fucking having some time to have a chat. And this will go out after your Melbourne date. But good luck down in Melbourne for Cult Fest.
We're just rocking up to the Equidog.
Oh yeah, we're not playing.
Oh, you're not. Oh, I thought you guys were on it. Holy shit! Yeah. I was like, fucking hell. Like, but no, it makes sense to plan trips around gigs. Hey, fucking look at that. Cult Fest 2025. Fucking put these cunts on it. But no. Anyway, but you said you're doing some recording at the moment, so I guess keep an eye out for an EP from you guys.
Well, we've got a show coming up at 17th of November at Tilly's in Wagga with Northlake and Wind Waker.
Yeah,
so we're opening for them.
Awesome, that's a good one, man. Yeah, they do comedy at Tilly's as well, apparently. But yeah, it's a good venue. But yeah, anyway, we'll wrap up with that. Thanks heaps for doing the show, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Thank you so much.
Any other shout outs you want to do towards the end there?
Absolutely. I'd love to thank Chris and Laka for getting this whole thing together and calling up on us. Also, all the other bands that have played are bloody incredible. There are some really awesome names. And all the people of Beechworth as well and nearby. It's great to see everyone.
Fucking honey and metal, dude. They love it all. Look, fucking professional, dude. Remember to thank everybody as well. So, cheers, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Section on this same Metal in the Mountains edition of Canberra Metalheads. You got Marky Malpas, you know me by this point, and on the panel today we've got
Phil Phobos from Dismembered, vocals and guitar.
Awesome, and
I'm Henry, aka Plague, and I'm on the drums.
Awesome. Good to have you back, and this is your first time on the show?
This is my first time here. It's been quite a nice time.
I wish I remembered the episode number, but I feel like the last time I had anyone from Christ Dismembered on the show would have been about 2018. So
that's right.
Yeah. So it's been a while. A lot's happened in that time, man. You guys just had a set here at Beechworth for Metal in the Mountains. How'd you find it?
I think the show went really well. The sound was great. On stage sound was really good. The rapport from the crowd seemed...
crowd was well into it, so that always feeds the energy.
Yeah, that's right. Very humbling to perform, especially in Beechworth, which is such a beautiful, historic town. We're
actually count it as completed until you've actually done it. Like, if anything, more true than now, you can't count your chickens till they've hatched, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
The amount of times we've had, again, cancellations, things like that, all for the past 2 years, at some point you just kind of go, what can you do?
That's it. Yeah,
Never get too emotionally invested for it until it happens.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Over the years of me doing this show, I've interviewed like some crazy fucking like skill levels and all this sort of hectic shit. Getting a lot of, we've had a lot of interview places, like podcasts and shit, like to go, let's interview the vocalist, let's interview the vocalist, let's interview the vocalist, you know what I mean? Yep. It's good to have a bit of a mix on the show as well. Like, some places you don't always hear from the drummer, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to have, on the second time, a drummer on the show. I had Matt Skids from Damage on.
Good bloke.
At the start of the year, and but dude, I think that to be fair, I probably have more beats per minute in one episode than most other places have in a whole year.
Yeah, that's right.
But a lot of people are coming up and saying like, "Holy fuck, you're the drummer! You know, you guys across this member, you guys killed it." Is there any go-tos for like your favorite sticks, kit, anything like that, shit that you can't go without in your setup? Obviously you can't play without the shit, but what's your like favorite stuff that you love to play with?
So I was recently endorsed by Rec.
Yep. And
they've just been a fantastic line of cymbals. I had a custom ride cymbal made up.
Yep.
Which is super punchy. Stick articulation really comes out. It's been great. Also a fish stick endorsee as well, and they're sticks are fantastic, you know, and obviously triggers on the kicks, and just sort of.
That's your go-to.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, as long as I've got like my personal snare, which is tuned to how I like it, and I've got my cymbals. And I've got a half decent kit. Sort of make it work, really. So.
Dude, you're a fucking gentleman, because that question was hairy as fuck and you managed to answer it perfectly. I'm sitting there like, so do you play with fucking instruments? But what about yourself, man? Do you have a preferred brand of like specific equipment that you're...
Specific things? I swap guitars pretty often for that kind of thing. As long as it feels comfortable and it plays good, I'm generally happy. But the things I guess I can not go without, it would be, I love Elixir strings.
Yep.
I pretty much refuse to use just about anything else at this point. They always treat me good. They last forever. I never break stuff until when I do, but...
it's not as often.
Not as often, no. Other than that, I use a quite fat Tortex sharp pick, 1.5mm.
Yeah.
I show people that often, and they're just like, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, I've been doing that one since high school. It serves.
It's what you used to.
That's my bread and butter right there.
Yeah.
Elixir strings, Tortex 1.5, white shark tooth. Pick, I believe it's called.
Dude, there are some guitarists out there just fucking jerking off to knowing that information. It's like it's like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people that listen to the show are just like want to know like specifics, and that's why I try and like steer like questions like that. But
that's right. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's good. Yeah. It's good to have like I was listening to a metal podcast with a guy called Dean Delray. He was interviewing I've forgotten the band, but it was like a blues band basically. He does a bit of everything, and he was saying that like the person that owned the guitar for the person he was interviewing before him reversed the strings on it, like basically cut the neck and fed it in through the neck and then brought it down through the fucking body. And they just did that like DIY, and he bought it at a pawn shop and learned how to play on that guitar, and now he only plays with that style. And it got to the point when he got endorsement, they made like his signature guitar was purposely built that way. It's cool to have like a little bit of insight into like specifics about instruments, man.
That's all right,
But yeah, look, I wanted to cut it short, man. I reckon that we've covered off a good little bit of info. I'm happy to call it that. One last thing, how do you find, because I've had to deal with this before, getting fucking paint out of your beards? It makes it feel like steel wool, eh?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, just even, you know, a good half an hour in the shower, it's just fucking pouring out.
You always miss a bit too. There's no getting everything.
Always go back to work the next week and like there's just bits flaking out. And I don't think it's really good for the actual, you know, hair itself because it's so dry.
It's not good for the soul. When you see beard hairs fall out, I feel like a bit of me crumbles.
Yeah. So I might have to sort of dread my beard at some point just so there's no fucking around with brushing.
Well, you had hectic long hair when I seen you last time. It wasn't dreaded, I don't think.
No. I've had my hair dreaded for a couple of years now. It got to that point where it was just, I had super fine hair. Yeah. It was really, really hard to brush. Yeah. And I'd obviously sweat on stage and the sweat would knot it up even more. And
it became a hassle.
Yeah, it was getting very close to the floor in length by the time I got dreadlocks. Yeah. But now it's somewhat liberating, I'm going to say, to have locks because I don't have to do really anything.
Now your old problem is my current problem. Yeah. I got too much of this shit. I can't actually get a full rotation with my neck. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, especially shaving the sides now, it's even less.
Even less
hassle. So
I've been there before, man. I used to have the shaving sides. I've grown it out.
Yep.
My hair's like, as long as yours is dreaded. Yep. Without dreads, it's down to here. Yep. But I always just keep it up because it just, like same reason, gets in the fucking way.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, cheers for joining us, man.
Thanks for having us.
I'm doing a compilation of a bunch of different bands, so we'll move on to the next band and fucking and wrap it up. Thanks heaps for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers, and as we said in the previous one, cheers Taz and Laka for running the gig, man.
Of course.
Good shit.
Yeah. We're indebted to the fellow, you know. It's been a fantastic experience. Bands have been amazing. The people have been super hospitable. So friendly, and we'd love to come back.
Yeah, good stuff.
Taz has taken good care of us.
That's right. Yeah,
and that's always appreciated.
Yeah, and same with yourself.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good to have you back in the that Southern Victoria fucking hospitality.
That's right.
but cheers. All right.
Thank
Welcome to Canberra Metalheads. This is the closing band of the series for the Metal in the Mountains gig. The closing band, as in I'm making a compilation of a different band, like 5 or 6 different bands, and you guys are the one that we're putting at the end of the show, and we got some live footage to show after this. So introduce yourself, guys. We got
awesome. I'm Gua from 12 Gauge Rampage.
Yep.
Scotchy on vocals.
Oh, interesting.
Scotchy on vocals.
Yep.
Booty on drums.
Yeah, good stuff. We won't have to worry too much about sound bleed because these things are pretty good. So in the background, people might hear a little bit of music, but atmospheric, dude.
Absolutely.
You guys fucking crushed tonight, man. I absolutely love watching you. I've seen you a few times so far, but I always like to catch a 12 gauge show. You guys always bring the fucking heat.
Thank you.
It's cool to see a 3-piece where the vocalist isn't also doing something else. Yeah. You can solely focus on. Hang on, I'll just shut the door. It's good, but it's not that fucking good.
Alright, happy to do this. Okay, got this. Alright.
I wish you left that open. We're all thinking it.
Yeah.
We're leaving that in. So, get to see me run off and shut the fucking door in full HD. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's good to just do that. Was there a conscious decision not to have like you doing anything but singing, like, or was that just like what you felt comfortable with?
I can't play anything else.
You can. It's just shit at
It's
us.
actually really good drama.
Yeah.
No, we had a full band, but so I didn't really have to do anything else.
Yeah.
And then things changed. A couple of guitarists didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then Guar said, I reckon I can pull this off myself.
Yeah.
And he's, every time he's bought new pedals, tried to do new stuff, it's just gotten better and better and better to the point where I did not need to play anything.
Yeah.
So,
Well, to be honest, like, Scotty does a lot of vocals, and we deliberately stay away from the microphone because he's capable of doing so much different stuff.
Range,
and
yeah.
He's capable of doing it all himself.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of our album, when it was recorded, it's literally like one take. So, we kind of don't want him to be
Don't need
distracted
it.
from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and for anyone that's just tuning in to Canberra Metalheads recently, previously had you guys on the show before the Canberra Metal Fest, but that was a video call, so it was good to actually be here in person and get another one done. I know Lukey's spewing that he couldn't come down for it. I was lucky enough that I had a gig in Melbourne for comedy like the other day, and I was able to like swing the whole trip around that. But it's been a great been a great time. Like bit of comedy, bit of thing like
fucking
that.
hilarious, by
There
the
you
way.
go. Yeah, I think Fuck, dude, I feel like this is the first time I can say that in any capacity I've shared the stage with you. Like I'm not gonna say that I wasn't playing in a band, but
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
great.
great. That's
Thank
It takes a
you.
lot of balls to do it.
yeah, fucking oath.
Fuck, man, yeah, all stupidity. I think I'm more on the dumb side. Yeah. One ball, one stupid. Yeah.
That's rips to come natural.
Yeah. Too legit, too quit. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, dude. So you gotta. I heard from the other bands as well that are also playing with you guys. This will go out after the gig, but you've got a gig tomorrow down in Melbourne as well.
Yeah, we're playing the Bendy tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we knew we're coming to Beechworth for this gig, and it's a sick gig, and we thought we're going to come down and do the kilometres. So we played last night and the night before around Adelaide,
Yep.
and then played tonight here and off to Bendy tomorrow, and then Monday night we're playing in Frankston.
Fuck.
Franger.
Yeah, in Franger. This is beachy, Franger. Fucking sounds like a good weekend.
Yeah, it's been fucking awesome. Good time.
Yeah, fuck. Do you boys drop by, get some honey for Grandma while you're here, you know?
Oh, I got some honey for Grandma.
Yeah.
That's the one thing my missus asked me to get her.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
get me
yeah.
some honey.
Beechworth honey.
Yeah, dude. I was like, because my mum loves candles and shit. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting honey, getting candles, getting the whole fucking thing in one go. So it's good to do these regional gigs and just, you find random shit. Like my missus and I are going to drop by an op shop on the way home just to see what kind of random crap you can get at a Beechworth op shop.
Yeah.
Like, why not, dude? Yeah.
That's true. If you find any VHS, let me know.
Oh, dude, yeah. You and every other fucking, like, dinky diver horror metalhead, dude. Did you guys meet, Dinky Die? How good's that fucking thing, dude? I love just bringing up random old terms. Like, dude, I referred to my missus the other day as the hugs and kisses. Fuck, it makes Pete laugh whenever I think of random crap like that.
Yeah, and I call my missus Sting.
Yeah.
Hey Stingy, come here. We Sting. She loves it.
Dude, I remember
that's gonna be
we had that's gonna go out. Yeah, I might edit that out. Actually, no, I'm leaving it in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like I work at the basement, like where you guys played, and our bar manager's this Canadian guy. And one night there was two chicks about to kick off, like chick cat fight, and I rock up and I'm like, oh dude, because he's Canadian and doesn't know some of the lingo. He's lived here for years, but sometimes I speak too quick and he'd be like, what the fuck did you just say? And I was just like, yo dude, we need to go over there, man. There's 2 Sheilas about to have a Donnybrook. And he was like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
He didn't know whether to like break it up or cheer it on, dude. Like, fucking. But you guys just put out a new video. I seen a lot of fucking VB cans there. I haven't actually watched it yet, so talk me through it. What was it like to say? I have seen Killed More Cunts Than COVID. Tell me set the scene for the new video.
Go for it.
Well, it's a sequel to the COVID video, and I guess we've just had another shortage of something due to COVID. So VB was up first.
Get it into you, brah.
There we go. Yeah.
And our good mate, the old killer, Jason, decides to, I guess, kill again for his VB.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So that's the scene. That's the plot. Yeah. Good shit, man. I fucking say, hey, was it fun to record it? I know you guys tend to have as much fun as you can. How did you go recording it? Was it a good time?
Yeah, I think by the end of like 10 minutes, I had about half a dozen beers poured over me. It was.
I went the whole day without drinking a beer. I don't know how the fuck I done it, but
did you see how much beer we had?
Yeah. How many fucking cans was in that?
Oh man,
we saved up everything we drunk for months.
Yeah,
and just bagged them up.
It was like fucking 3 weeks.
And then I went and bought like fucking 6-7 cartons, so we had them set around the shed, and then
everyone was just on it.
Everything everywhere and just threw them fucking everywhere.
It took me about an hour to clean it though.
That's all it took. On his own.
It's better than COVID. That garage is still stained with blood.
We figured out how to use blood.
Yeah, we worked out how to clean it too.
Yeah, you listen to the, you don't want to go Googling how to get blood out of, like, the shed or anything. Like, how to get a pile of blood out of a concrete block. You know what I mean?
Nope.
It's like, so I listen to a lot of metal, but I also listen to a little bit of, like heavy hip hop. And there's this dude called Necro, and he's got this song called Dead Body Disposal. He literally raps how to dispose of bodies as a song.
Yeah.
And it's literally like, get the bleach, get a fucking wood chipper, like it's just all this shit. And I seen him live in Canberra. It was a fucking lit gig, dude. Anyway, New York, he's from Brooklyn. He's come to Canberra to do a gig, and there's just a bunch of ghetto cunts there just to see this like hip hop.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And I was walking I was walking through Woolies, getting ready for a house inspection, getting like bleach, cleaning products and all that shit, while I'm fucking humming the Dead Body Disposal song, and I'm like, oh, this probably doesn't look that good, eh? I'm like, Dead Body Disposal, what you gonna do when all your foes are killed? You get the bleach and then you get the, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Oh,
Security R5.
Yeah, security R5. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take a Woolies security guard. Fuck him. 68-year-old cunt. This one.
I work at Woolies.
Oh man, you're probably the toughest Woolies security guard I've ever seen, dude. Normally they.
No, I just pack shelves.
I tell you what's fuck, dude. Those armor guard dudes, they don't have the new guns. They got the old school ones. The ones that they like coppers don't use because they're too hectic. So the armor guard dude just packing heat. 68-year-old dude with a fucking revolver, being powerful enough to shoot for an engine block of an AU Falcon, just ready to fucking go. Yeah, it's like the mini cricket in Men in Black, dude. Just fucking yeets him. Yeah. Oh, so you're talking about horror before. Let's wrap it up with what's your favourite old school horror series? We'll go through. So you guys got time to think.
Oh, wow.
Series, so you can. It doesn't need to be a movie. It can just be a series.
Well, I've always been a big fan of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Movie, but
soundtrack's fucking creepy, eh?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll probably watch more Chucky than anything
Chucky?
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Exodus? Dude, Exodus is... people... So I know this comedian, he's like 55, and he's seen The Exorcist Exodus when it came out, and he said at the time that shit'll fuck you up. Like you watch it now, you're like, oh, whatever. So my man said he's seen Howling at the drive-in cinema, and he didn't even have a car. He rode there on his motorbike and laid on a picnic blanket and watched it. And he said that after that, he had to ride his motorbike home through the fucking forest, and he said it was fucking scary because he lived on a farm, and he's like, all I can remember is Howling is the scariest fucking movie I've ever seen, and then we watched it again as adults, and he's just like, oh, maybe I was mistaken, you know, because it's like fake looking wolf and shit. But yeah, so you're going Chucky?
Yeah, I reckon I would. Yeah, I'll probably watch that more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm only just sort of starting to get right back into horror at the moment. I watched the other day. I watched a Chinese movie, The Sadness.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It is the goriest shit I have ever seen, ever.
I'd probably have to say 13 days later. 13 weeks later.
13 weeks later.
Incredible.
Yeah, I seen
Psycho.
dude, you were talking about fucking like the Chinese horror. I seen a Japanese horror movie. Well, was it more of a thriller called Ishi the Killer?
Yep.
Dude, it's fucking lit. There's this cunt that, like, he's got lip piercings like me, and this dude puts like a cable through him and just yanks at him, and he's just like, just dead still. Like, he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's like, he like, it's full on, dude. He pulls his tongue out and cuts it off with a sword just so that he doesn't talk to the cops, dude. Like, it's fucking gnarly.
That's pretty cool.
Ishi the Killer. Yeah. Now, what about yourself, bro? What's your series?
I don't know. I love zombies. Love fucking old school zombies. But lately, I've been watching a lot of Korean zombie shows on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them are awesome.
Yeah.
But all of them are awesome.
Yeah. Dude, how good would Squid Game be of all the people that died but now they're zombies? Korean zombie thing? We used to play this thing in school, we called it zombie chess. So what had happened is you have 4 people, 2 chess boards, 2 people playing chess, and the pieces they took went onto the other board, and once there was more pieces on the lost board than this board, they started playing zombie chess. So all the pieces that were from the first game became the second
Start
game.
of the next game.
Yeah, so anyway, whatever, fuck that, doesn't matter. But the mind of a comedian, ADHD, you just mentioned one thing and I'm like, I used to play chess in school. But look, let's wrap it up with that, guys. Cheers for coming out. Cheers to Taz and Laka for running it.
We've had a ball, absolute ball.
And fucking we'll close out now with some. I got a mad little clip that half of it I'll put at the start of the interview and half at the end. So we're going to be watching some live footage of these cunts playing after this to ride out the end of the show. So yeah, cheers for being here and fucking keep an eye. Shout outs for socials. What is it on everything? Just 12 Gauge Rampage on everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, and check out their new video clip. Actually, that'll be the play next video on the YouTube.
Legend.
So yeah, go and check that out. And get yourself a fucking hoodie. Get yourself a plague hoodie as well, but get yourself some long sleeves and shit. Support these motherfuckers. And we'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Legend. Thanks, mate.